Hello everyone, welcome back to the Skulk. One thing I usually point out every other episode or something, I admire good music, and Supergiant's Games has a tendency of making really good music. Through Bastion, Transistor, though Transistor is not like one of my highest on the lists, but it has good music. This one kind of leans back to the Bastion days. So, I was talking about Transistor and the whole general, the music and the gameplay. I did play it, and it was pretty fun. And you can see my enthusiasm going, oh, so many combinations. I just didn't care for the area style, the modern area. Or, I don't know, I'm just rambling on that subject. It's not like I downed the game though, it was a good game. But continuing on our journey, nothing new in the wagon? I always check the wagon just to make sure. By the way, any more dust is going to go onto one of these items. I want to make sure. Restoring health to the Pyre is a good one. Because if we slip up and they get past, I want to restore. This one, though, I would like to see increase. Restore faster, more presence. I put the dust on this because she is a sniper. She has a wide area, and even though she's slow, she goes, and just Falcon punches a wave of power towards your opponents. Foements. Alright, let's see if we can go. Of course we're gonna go, but we got Volfred. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He revealed to you a pathway through the woods, into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Skullen Shore. Volfred reveals this to be the one path through the woods to the north. There's no other alternate, so I'm just pressing buttons. If I have a choice, then it's a choice button. Are we going back to boat form? There's water. Maybe eventually. No, we're just steaming across the ice. Don't say we're stopping on the ice. You get clear of the woods at last, and arrive in lands grown cold in the shelter of Mount Alodel. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the right, and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible. Am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and only know the truth of how you feel. What does freedom mean to you? To feel true love, living without fear, nothing at all, doing what you want, achieving inner peace. I don't know. Having no master, going where you please. Doing what you want. I mean, that is pretty much straight up freedom. Freedom means having a clear conscience and a carefree heart. I mean, that would be very nice to have. But knowing what you have had done in your life, because there's lots of things that people are regretting up in their life. But if you do regret, that's a step. That's a step in life going, you didn't like what you did in your life. Having no master. Well, this is straight up the most correct answer. I'm going to do this one because even though peace does sound nice, Doing what you want also encompasses that. You tell Wolfred that freedom means having a choice. If you are able to do what you want, both physically and socially, then you are free. He considers your remarks for a short while.
Libra voluntaris.
Choice is freedom. Then you say, if that is all, then you are free already. Go, my boy. Do as you please. Nobody's here to govern you. I trust, however, that this is not the freedom that you have in mind. Perhaps you simply wish to return home, and to be left alone. He then turns his attention to the whole group.
Non libra desertus.
Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me.
A libra narum saroshe.
Freedom means to live life without fear. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others. That's a good thing. That's a good thought. Without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. So far, it's sounding like a really good thing. Living life without fear, because having dangers and people that are mean and controlling around you, maybe you may be free to do your own actions. If someone's constantly like that around you, you're not really free from them. Even if you have a choice to go away from them, they can still follow you. So it's not really being free from them. So that's probably what he's meaning, is that he wants a place where everyone can do what they want freely, without it ever having to affect anyone else. No harm to anyone else. That's good. Actually, I like that statement. I still feel like he's shifty. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think, or not think. Such as a religion that may look down upon you if you don't believe in what they think. Now, I'm not trying to shut down on anything, like those religions that do that. He looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, or it doesn't have to be a religion, it could be just a group of people regardless. In the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exiled there. Given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complacent to an ancient system that would design to cast down others such as you. Yeah, well, that's actually a good point. Why are we trying to get back to a place that cast us out? We're going back there where they still do that. Out here, though, it is terrible. We just want to get back to a more comfortable area. Out here, it's like terror and probably not terror, maybe terror, but struggle. I'll show you that. This is more struggle, but the place that they're trying to get freedom to still has its own struggle, because they cast them out here in the first place. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. Is the game not over once we finish the final rite? Probably not, because maybe we can see. Maybe we can see what's actually in the downside. Not the downside. We're in the downside. In the Commonwealth. You're plotting a revolt?
Sirimdar.
Just so, I'm not asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, it is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it.
Presevare Gares.
But you need not be part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others.
Tentashe Berome.
So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourselves continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now. Wilfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rites, and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom? You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But, together, you can bring it about. Both yourselves and others. That is my promise. He then lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wilfred turns towards the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said, and plot the wagon's northward path. Well, it's not really like a choice, I only have 1 point. Wilfred indicates this is the only way to reach the base of the mountain. Is there any hidden button? Any hidden button? If not, this is just a progressing button. Beyond lies Mount Alodil. I suggest we make a camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strengths to make the ascent. Well, we got someone to talk to, so why not? It's you again. Oh, you. Ah, yes. I was beginning to wonder when you would return. Child. Then who exactly do you have in mind? Is it just him? Oh, we get to do him, Sir Gilman, and you get to do more damage. Very nice. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Don't call him that. He is a very brave and very noble person. Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him for myself. Though, let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears in heat of the summons. Master Reader! Is this knight perchance in trouble for something? No, not at all. You are in no means any trouble. I'm doing this for a special trinket for you. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, worm. You answer to me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness? I like the sound of that. The flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me, then, worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I wonder why she calls me lovely, and everyone else she looks down upon. Why? I trust you are prepared? Of course, Your Highness! This knight accepts this challenge. Oh, we got a Slinger. Oh, wow. You have a pretty small pyre. Hi up! No! You snake! I went. Oh, you jumped. You definitely jumped. Woo! Yep! Oh, you burned him alive! Oh, we have the tree man too. Gotcha! Ow! I did not see that there. Oh! Owie! You tossed it to me! No, no, no. Oh, you did it again! Oh, wait, wait, wait. You didn't touch it! You didn't touch it! Sir Gilman, do not be afraid! Come on! Dang it! So, I do like Sir Gilman's slash, but I have to get practice on it. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Oh, you fried him! Zip, zap, patty whack. Give this worm a prize. One more strike. Owie! You fried him! Yes! Got it! I was getting a little worried. No zealous! No zealous? Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to conquer with what assessment? Well, with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. So, I've got to practice with him a bit more. I feel like giving him more presents would be better. But let's see what he has as a special trinket. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. Ha! By the scales of Under King's Ogres! What is that you have? Ogre's Scale. Effect. Sir Gilman jumps further than usual. You are very fast. Now you can jump even further. Very nice. Let's pass that on to you right now. Let's give this to a worthy person. There you are, Sir Gilman. A jumping talisman. As for extra damage, presents. You're pretty fast, so I'm gonna give you that one. More presents. Let's give you. Tizo has a pretty big presence already. What's this do? Quickness. I guess you can have that. Okay, I guess you're getting the presents. Merry Christmas. Alright, let's see what we got. Discuss the plan. Yeah, I think we can do a little more. Volfred wishes to continue speaking with the group. Earlier, Volfred called for the group meeting. Presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together, yet. But it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances.
Bendale tantas.
Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Alodil. There are to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim the chapter of the book. I did read them, but did not memorize them. I guess I could call it skimming. Skimming. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solem and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers. Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him.
Cerebrametaros.
Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevail, there's somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once arrived, while somebody is taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows all about all this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever? And freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leader of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then, that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participants in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation. Words. And indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let it sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. I have a feeling that if it is one person that goes through at a time, during the rite, the game will insist he is in the group, if that is true. Because we already seen that Tree Folk is one of the usable characters, or characters in the game. I don't have a snake guy, but he might insert himself into the team, maybe, during the last rite. We win, and he insists himself to go. And then we're still stuck here. Who knows? The game creators and whoever beat it past ours. Volfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Oledo. Another one of these things. I always like my levels. Maybe I should have looked at that thing first. I can't go back. You have yet to even level up once. So, let's go with you. Fine then. Let us chat together for a spell. You and Pamitha go over her understandings of her aura and its connections to her presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. What's your first ability? Well, Tamitha. Soon I'll be catching up with you at this rate, whether or not you like it. Now we get to see what she gets to use. After this, I'll talk with whoever it is in the caravan, and then we'll end this episode. But for now, while flying, Pamitha moves faster than usual. That's already good. Pamitha can use her dash ability in rapid succession, and for less stamina. Still sounding good. After saluting her adversaries, Pamitha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Pamitha permanently gains 8 quickness, making her move much faster. That does sound very good. So the left side is all about speed. For 5 seconds, after banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves a bit faster than usual. So this one has some speed too. While casting her aura, Pamitha can trigger an aura burst that banishes nearby adversaries. Press B again just after casting to aura burst. Okay, so this is a timed, but we can see what we can do with that. If Pamitha is banished while Winging Fury's effect is active. Oh. She returns twice as quickly as usual. Huh. After banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves faster. So, as long as she gets one knockout, one banishing point within the 5 seconds, if she gets banished within that 5 seconds, she gets her revenge. Pamitha permanently gains 4 to quickness, presence, and hope, making her better all around. So, giving 8 points to just straight up quickness, or quickness, presence, and hope. So she returns quicker. She has a bit bigger aura, and a bit more speed. Not as much as the other side, but it's a roundabout character, and I like myself roundabout characters. Flies faster than usual, which is nice. The thing is, I don't think I'll ever be able to get to the top of this. It's if I literally had this person playing through all the rights. But I have a feeling that this game is not going to be over just yet. It's going to be a long ways away, because with levels that take this long to get to the top, I literally had to take a specific person from the beginning of the rights to go through every right with that person and give them every one of these trainings. Possibly. We'll see how things go. As for now, straight up flying faster sounds good. I don't know about Aura Blast, but it does sound pretty good. I do like bombs. Let's go with this one, because this sounds really nice. We all have auras all the time, I think. We just can't always see them. Now, talk to whoever this is. It's you again! Can't I just talk to one of my other buddies like Tizo or Gilman or Pamitha? Or buddy Rookie? I haven't talked to him for a while. There you are, my boy. There is something I wanted to discuss with you in private. Then just speak to me telepathically. Alfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then you do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. Very nice effects. We are not limited to reading pages from a book, though your ability in this, I sense, is nascent. Still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see, as well, now, that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onwards with this group. In light of this, the answer, then, was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tyreek, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the pages of the Book of Rites. which states plain. I read through it thinking it was just a story, but didn't pick up that readers cannot go free. Unless you're just saying this to, like, sway me or anyone else. I feel like you might be... You just feel shifty. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk up the path towards the enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Wilfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal.
나름 가리사스네.
It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader, which I wish only to ensure you understand it, that you are getting into here. Oh, I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? You have learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. I don't care. The warning is of little consequence to you. You have always known those keen to warn against one course of action or another. None of it sways you, and as ever, you shall forge your path as well. Very well. The lack of concern is fine with me, although I do not share your outlook, as long as yours is not a lack of understanding. Know that we have much at stake here. In this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into the Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then, we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend to the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon, then, leaving you with your thoughts. Alright. Well, I guess I'll leave it off here. A lot of the stuff I'm reading is just feeling like I'm reading through it, but not unless it just really sticks out to me. It just went like reading those books. It has a new page, every once in a while. I do read it, but I do not remember anything I read from that book. To everybody their own. If you're interested in it, it usually stands out or sticks with you. If it doesn't, then it goes right over your head and you don't remember it. Someone goes, "Hey, do you remember that thing, my part in the movie?" Like, what part? When they did this. Maybe? But to them, it stood out to them, but not to you. So for me, when he says, "Do you overlook this? Did you skim past the book?" I didn't skim past it. I did read it, but I cannot remember it. So I guess we're going to keep moving on, seeing how much longer this game has. And thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.